Just ahead this morning, a death investigation is underway at a Los Angeles home tied to a Hollywood icon. Authorities are searching for answers as the family speaks out about the devastating loss. And a new twist this morning in a deadly campus shooting. The person of interest now free as police say they lack evidence to move forward. We've got the latest details just ahead. And the holidays are here, and a local church is inviting families to pause and reflect by viewing more than 400 nativity scenes. And this morning, the pastor is joining us live to share more about it.
And it is a cold start to the day with a hard freeze here across East Texas. I'll show you just how long that'll last and what you can expect this afternoon coming up in your full forecast. So stay right there because Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus starts right now.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus.
Filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead inside their Los Angeles home over the weekend in what police are calling an apparent homicide. Investigators say the robbery homicide unit is involved, but few details have been released. Good morning, y'all. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dana Dixon. Jesus Martinez is on assignment. Well, it is also a weather impact alert day, at least for part of today, because of these cold temperatures out there. I mean, it was freezing as I got ready to step inside the building today.
Yeah, it's just going to hit you. As soon as you come outside, it's definitely going to hit you with some of the coldest temperatures we've seen so far this morning. We're in the low to mid 20s in some parts of the area. Definitely going to want those extra layers as you head out the door this morning. And these are the 4 P's. People, that's you. Pets, plants, and pipes. I definitely want to make sure that all of those are taken care of. And if you haven't done so already, make sure those faucets are left dripping on your way out this morning. Clear skies overhead on our Roberts and Roberts Cam, looking north on Broadway. 28 degrees is that current temperature in Tyler. East winds 5 miles per hour, making for a feels like temperature of 23. 28 degrees in Douglas. We also have 27 degrees in White House and also Flint, and 25 reported in Troop. As we move further to the south, 26 degrees in Nacogdoches, 25 at Mount Enterprise. We have 25 in Rusk and also 27 degrees this morning in Palestine. We'll make our way into the low to mid 50s for this afternoon. Still lots of sunshine. We'll transition into cloudy skies for tomorrow with a little bit of chance for rain on Wednesday. I'll show you just what we know so far coming up in your full forecast.
Thank you, Joel. Chirino ISD has canceled classes for the rest of the week after a fire damaged part of the elementary campus. All employees, though, are still expected to report to campus by 8 this morning as the district begins assessing the damage and the next steps. The fire broke out Friday afternoon, and district officials say there's still a lot of planning that needs to happen, as well as cleanup before it's safe for students to come back. Students won't return until the spring semester, and that begins in January. Now, in the meantime, the district says basketball games that are scheduled for Tuesday and Friday, those will go on as planned. Homicide investigators are on the scene in California after the bodies of 2 people were found inside the Los Angeles home of filmmaker Rob Reiner. Sources tell CBS News that the deceased are Reiner and his wife Michelle. The family also confirmed that. Authorities say investigators are questioning neighbors as they await a warrant to fully search the property. CBS News' Gwen Baumgartner has more.
Filmmaker Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead at their Los Angeles home Sunday. Sources tell CBS News in what police are calling an apparent homicide.
It's a death investigation. If it's determined to be a crime, we will seek the suspect. We will bring them to justice.
First responders were called to the house Sunday, where they found the bodies of a 78-year-old man and 68-year-old woman, though so far authorities will not confirm their identities. The Los Angeles deputy police chief says the robbery homicide unit responded to the home, adding that investigators are speaking to neighbors as part of the probe, but they are not providing further details on the circumstances surrounding their deaths.
There's been no reports from the neighbors regarding hearing anything or seeing anything that we can release to the public.
The Reiner family has released a statement saying in part, "We are heartbroken by this sudden loss, and we ask for privacy during this unbelievably difficult time." Rob Reiner, son of late comedic great Carl Reiner, became a household name playing Archie Bunker's son-in-law, Michael Stivic, known as Meathead on CBS's All in the Family. He went on to direct dozens of iconic films, including This Is Spinal Tap, The Princess Bride, Misery, and When Harry Met Sally, which is where Reiner met his wife Michelle. Reiner was also a major political donor. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass said this is a devastating loss for our city and our country. California Governor Gavin Newsom adding his boundless empathy made his stories timeless. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Former President Barack Obama also released a statement overnight reading, "Michelle and I are heartbroken by the tragic passing of Rob Reiner and his beloved wife, Michelle. Together, he and his wife lived lives defined by purpose. They will be remembered for the values they championed and the countless people they inspired." A new twist in the investigation into Saturday's deadly shooting at Brown University in Rhode Island. The person of interest who was detained in the investigation has now been released. Police shared that news late last night, saying they did not have enough evidence to hold or charge him. Right now, there is still no suspect in custody. The shooting, which happened in a university building during a final exam review session, left 2 students dead and 9 others injured. Authorities in Australia are sharing more about the deadly anti-Semitic terror attack that killed at least 15 people over the weekend. 2 shooters opened fire at a Hanukkah celebration on Bondi Beach in Sydney. Authorities said that more than 1,000 people were on the beach for an event called Hanukkah by the Sea, and more than a dozen people were killed, including children, and dozens more were hospitalized. Authorities now say the 2 gunmen seen firing from a bridge were a 50-year-old father and his 24-year-old son, identified as Pakistani national based in Sydney. The older man was shot and killed by police.
The victims' age ranges are from as young as 10 to 87. A devastating fact.
Authorities say anti-Semitic incidents have surged in Australia in recent years, following the October 7th terror attack that launched Israel's war with Hamas. Last year, Sydney and Melbourne saw attacks and vandalism against synagogues and Jewish homes and businesses. Here at home in East Texas, Rabbi Neil Katz of Congregation Bethel says the tragedy is a reminder of the importance of unity, family, and keeping faith alive during Hanukkah.
The story is unfortunately familiar to the Jewish community. And what should be a night of joy and celebration turns into another moment of communal heartache. So it's a mix of emotions, and all I care about right now is sending love to the families of the victims and the wounded.
Rabbi Katz says that during this year's Hanukkah celebration, the Jewish community is focusing on resilience, faith, and strength in the face of tragedy. New court dates have been set for an East Texas man on death row. Robert Robertson's execution was stayed after his lawyers filed documents challenging the evidence used against him. The state has until February to respond, and a judge will review the filings on February 27th to decide if a full evidentiary hearing is needed. Robertson, who's been on death row since 2003 for the death of his 2-year-old daughter, Nikki, maintains his innocence. His lawyers say that she died from pneumonia, while prosecutors say her death was the result of child abuse-related injuries. 7:10, time for your morning headlines. House Republicans are fast-tracking a health care plan with a vote that could come as soon as tomorrow. The move comes as tax credits helping more than 20 million Americans pay for health insurance are set to expire at the end of the month. The GOP plan does not extend those credits, but would allow a vote on an amendment to help keep them temporarily. Abraham Quintanilla, the father of late Tejano music star Selena and a key figure in her career, died over the weekend. He was 86. His son confirmed his death in a social media post. Officials have not shared how he died. His daughter Selena was 23 when she was killed by the former president of her fan club. Since then, her father has continued to honor her legacy, working on projects like Netflix's Selena, the series, and other documentaries. White Castle is recalling more than 1,000 cases of its frozen 4-count original sliders. This is because some of those packages may include jalapeno cheese sliders that contain undeclared milk and soy. The company warns that people with allergies could develop a serious or life-threatening reaction. According to the FDA, White Castle was notified of the issue after one customer had a non-life-threatening reaction linked to eating one of the jalapeno cheese sliders. If you have them at home, you can return those sliders for a refund. And Zootopia 2 slithered back up to the #1 spot at the box office over the weekend, pulling in over $26 million in North America. The Disney film has grossed more than $1 billion in global sales. Another sequel, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, was second with over $19 million. And Wicked for Good keeps defying gravity, rounding out the top 3 after taking in more than $8 million this weekend. Well, you know, every gift tells a story. Some make us smile in the moment, others stay with us for a lifetime. From handwritten notes to unexpected gestures, these are the gifts that shape our memories and then connect us to people who matter the most. So we want to know, what is the most meaningful gift that you have ever received? What are you thinking, Joel? Do you remember any that really hit home?
Oh man, I do remember one that really surprised me. Like, my dad surprised me with a drone, and I was wanting one, but I was like, you know, they're expensive.
Right.
But he got me one Christmas. I'm like, oh wow, that was cool. So
For me, one year it was when my grandparents, they got me a puppy. You know,
wow.
Christmas Eve, I got a puppy, and I wasn't expecting it. It was complete. I wanted one,
Right.
And it was a complete surprise. So, and then 2 years ago, I did the same thing for the kids, and giving it was like the most meaningful thing. And that little puppy is the gift that keeps on giving.
There you go. Always for the next several years.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh, Millie, she's the light of our lives, as is Bailey, but she's just a little more spicy, but we love her nonetheless.
Spicy.
All right, as you get ready to head out this morning, let's think of our weather as very cold and spicy.
Yeah, cold and spicy. There's a little bit of a different kind of spice out
Hopefully
there.
the traffic not spicy though.
Yeah, the traffic isn't too bad out there, luckily. Nothing too spicy about that this morning. We got 2 hours over to Dallas and an hour and 30 minutes over to Shreveport on our I-20 report, so nice and quiet so far this morning. We have 2.5 hours up to Denison and also an hour and 30 minutes down to Lufkin on US 69, so also very quiet this morning. 55 minutes from Jacksonville to Nacogdoches, Tyler to Longview is a 40-minute commute. We have 55 minutes from Tyler to Palestine and also 45 minutes so far this morning from Tyler to Athens. And luckily, not looking at any sort of risk for fog this morning. That is some good news. We got 10 miles of visibility all across the area. Future Skycast showing plenty of sunshine throughout the entire day. Winds eventually shifting in from the south. We'll see a little bit more clouds for the second half of today and through the day on Tuesday, with some warmer temperatures all the way through Wednesday, and perhaps a couple of chances of rain on Wednesday as well. We'll break that down in your full forecast coming up. But green lights all the way through this morning and all the way through this afternoon. Temperatures reaching around 50 degrees with lots of sunshine.
Thank you, Joel. Well, the holiday season is in full swing, and if you're looking to slow down and soak in the true meaning of the season, First Baptist Church in Henderson has something special for you. It is their Images of Christmas exhibit. It features hundreds of nativity scenes and beautiful displays of the birth of Christ. It's a family-friendly event that everyone can enjoy this Christmas. And David Hicks, the pastor of First Baptist Church in Henderson, is joining us live this morning to tell us a little bit more about it for those who have never been to the Images of Christmas. These are how many nativity scenes?
Over 600.
Over 600.
Yes.
Has it grown a little bit year after year?
This is the first year.
Oh, this is the first year.
Yes,
We didn't
yes.
even talk about that last time because we were talking about your other event
Yes,
that you
the
had.
Easter event.
The Easter
Yeah,
event, which
right.
had gone on for, what, 7 years you said?
Well, 7 years ago I did it.
You did it, okay. So you were saying now these nativity scenes, there's tiny and then
Yes.
very large. So explain that to us.
Yes, well, they're of all sizes and I have the smallest one is probably about the size of your thumbnail.
That's crazy.
The largest one, the camels are probably 9 feet tall.
Wow.
Yes, yes, it's quite something to see.
And we
Yeah.
talked about it being a family-friendly event. This is something you can bring the kids to as well
Absolutely.
and share the meaning of the season with them.
Absolutely. It's free. Everybody should come. We had people there last night, probably had 1,000 people there yesterday from Tyler, White House, all over East Texas. And so I hope more folks will come today. It's open from 12 to 7. That's the last time to see it, is today from 12 to 7 p.m.
What sort of feeling do you want them to walk away with after they see all of these nativity scenes?
It is quite a way to honor Christ at Christmas. And so you cannot come out of there without just having a deeper appreciation for Christ and for the Lord and Savior and for His birth. They'll come out of there joyful It's a very moving experience. 600 nativities. They're not just laid out on tables. No, they're fully decorated by people who know how to decorate with trees and lamps and candles and all kinds of things. The music, all of it's draped with black and gold drapes and uplighting. There's nothing like it in East Texas. There's nothing like it in Houston or Dallas.
You got to come to Henderson
yes,
to see it.
you have to come to Henderson.
And you're saying it's a little bit like a museum.
Yes.
Kind of a moving museum. I
Yes.
love that you have music to go along with it. It's an experience.
It is an experience, for sure.
And so people, all they have to do is just show up.
Just show up. We're downtown Henderson, 207 West Main, and there's no charge, and it's from 12 to 7 today, so come out and enjoy it, and you'll be blessed by it.
Were you surprised at just how many people showed up yesterday for the event?
Well, not really, because when we did the images of Christ at Easter, we had thousands of people come to that. So I knew this would be a big hit as well.
And people are longing for this, it seems like, this time of year, to connect to something more than just the gifts. There's so much more.
When you go through this exhibit, there'll be nothing else on your mind. You'll forget all of your stress. You'll forget everything about the shopping stress or job stress or whatever, because this will just take over your whole emotions and your mind, your thoughts. You'll be so glad that you came, I promise.
And it's in downtown?
It's in downtown Henderson.
All right.
Yes.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful event and a Merry Christmas, and it looks like everyone who joins you tonight this afternoon will as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The CBS19 Sports Report, sponsored by Sports and Social at Live Casino and Hotel Louisiana.
Well, hello and welcome to Sports. I'm Jimmy Searfoss. We're glad you're with us because we're living in unprecedented times, people. The Chiefs are out of the playoffs. Don't worry, I checked with weatherman Brett Anthony. The sky is not falling, but Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs are out in more ways than just one. It was absolutely frigid out there. Yesterday was around 17 by the time the game started and warmed up to about 22, if you even really want to call that warming up. Mahomes in the end zone early. He was trying to warm up too. Went head first for the first score of the game. Maybe helped him warm up a little bit. Chiefs up early. Chargers operating the same spot in the field. Herbert tosses a duck downfield. Keandre Lambert-Smith, he hauls it in. Doesn't matter what it was thrown like. He came down and was fired up. Chiefs pressing again. Mahomes looking downfield. Play breaks down, and he ends up getting sacked from behind. The Chargers hit a 49-yard field goal, and it ended up being the difference maker. Fourth quarter now. Chiefs driving. Mahomes looking towards the end zone. He forces one into the hands of Dayan Henley, and that one's picked off. Later on, even worse, Mahomes goes down, doesn't get back up, limps off the field with an apparent knee injury, would not end up returning to the game. We're going to come back to that one in a second. So in comes Gardner Minshew, and he ends up getting picked off almost immediately to Derwin James. Los Angeles takes this one 16-13, ending the playoff hopes and keeping that playoff hopes of keeping that playoff streak dating back to 2014 alive. Later on, it was announced that an MRI was done and Mahomes had a tear in his ACL, which is by far the worst injury he's had in his 9-year career. This team is currently exploring surgical options. Mahomes took to X and posted a statement stating he didn't know why this had to happen, and not gonna lie, it hurts. Well, yesterday, John Tyler High alum and former FC Dallas player Daniel Hernandez came back to his alma mater to give back to the soccer community here in East Texas.
Daniel Hernandez, the whole Hernandez family, and the whole Tyler soccer community just came out and put out a nice event, soccer camp, which, man, who doesn't love soccer now? Football, who doesn't love football?
We had it at TJC the first time, and he told me we was going to have about 400 kids. I was like, we can't hold all those at one field that we have, or 2 fields.
And so came and looked at Tyler High, and no better place to do it than here, you know, my alma mater. So it's been great facilities here. TISD has been great helping us out, and just, you know, we had plenty of room for all the kids that were able to register and be a part of this clinic this year.
The things that you're teaching were really get the kids like more engaged into soccer, like help them develop their skills a little bit more, and if they were new, to kind of hook them on a little bit and show them what they could do.
Yes, I learned how to dribble more with my right foot.
Did you like playing soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know, when I grew up, we didn't even have club soccer here. I had to drive to Dallas to play club soccer growing up, and so things have definitely changed here. The sport has been growing, you know, and also most importantly probably is teaching them how to give back. You know, bringing an unwrapped toy for Toys for Tots, supporting my foundation, the Hernandez Soccer All-Stars Foundation. You know, teaching them how to give back, I think is super important, and then again, able to have a great experience of soccer today.
Got this shirt signed.
I got this signed from my brother.
I got my shoes signed on one leg.
Yeah. Oh, I play soccer. 6, 7.
Well, those kids are having a lot more fun than Cowboys fans were last night, and I mean, they had just about zero fun. It was frustrating, disappointing. Javonte Williams got the Cowboys started off right, though, getting it into the end zone for an early lead. Then J.J. McCarthy was stunting on the Cowboys all night. He ends up hitting Jalen Naylor in the perfect spot for the touchdown here. Vikings tie it early on into the second. Cowboys punch this one into Malik Davis. They get a 14-7 lead over Minnesota. Or to take a 14-7 lead over Minnesota, exactly, yes. Then J.J. McCarthy making plays happen again, looking like Peyton Manning back in the day when the Broncos did it to the Cowboys. This one goes for 6. They end up tying it up all at 14. Cowboys did go up, but it didn't last very long. C.J. Ham gets the short handoff up the middle. Vikings grab a 24-23 lead. Cowboys offense can't get going. They miss a few field goals, ends up hurting them. J.J. McCarthy puts the nail or in the coffin. Naylor, yeah, get it? Same couldn't be said about the Houston Texans, though. They were cruising all night long. Example A, this 57-yarder to Stroud to Collins connection. Houston doubled up on the Cardinals yesterday, beating them 40-20. Count it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight for the Texans. They're now sitting at a 94% chance to make the playoffs after dropping their first 3 games of the year. Remember that? Don't call it a comeback. This team could get as high as a 2 seed by the time this thing wraps up, especially with the state of the AFC South right now. That's all the sports I got for you. Morning, y'all.
This holiday season, CBS19 and the Children's Miracle Network are coming together for a cause that's close to our hearts. It's time for Merry Miracles. Help us bring joy to children in the hospital by purchasing a teddy bear or make a donation to help fund life-saving pediatric equipment and services. Scan the QR code on your screen or visit merry-miracles.com. Spread holiday cheer with CBS19 and the Children's Miracle Network. Together, we can make Merry Miracles happen. We are about to step away for a moment while we break into our over-the-air broadcast. We've got a news update for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on CBS 19 Plus. Good morning, y'all. I'm Dana Dixon. Thanks for being with us for this news update. Chirino ISD has canceled classes for the rest of the week after a fire damaged part of the elementary campus. All employees will still report to campus as the district begins assessing and all the damage and the next steps. Now, the fire broke out on Friday afternoon, and district officials say there's still a lot of planning and cleanup that needs to happen before the school is safe for students to come back. Students won't return until January. In the meantime, the district says basketball games scheduled for Tuesday and Friday will go on as planned. For the second time this year, the city of Rusk has placed police chief Scott Hegney on administrative leave. City manager Bob Goldsberry says the move is tied to an internal personnel matter, but officials are not sharing details. Sergeant Jeremy Farmer is handling the day-to-day operations of the Rusk Police Department, with Goldsberry serving as acting chief while the investigation continues. The city stresses that no determination of wrongdoing has been made and all legally required procedures are being followed.
The police force and the staff that he has gotten developed here are very capable people, and nothing is going to miss a beat. Everything is going to go just like it always has.
This comes as Rusk police continue searching for 57-year-old James David Blunt, who has been missing since December 2nd. His vehicle was found near the Neches River on Highway 84 West, and Blunt's family is now offering a $25,000 reward.
The investigation is still ongoing. It's in its early stages, and my heart hurts for the family. I would never wish this on anybody. We are working as hard and as fast as we can to get the information pulled together as fast as we can.
Now, in a statement, Cherokee County Sheriff Brent Dixon says his office is assisting where needed, but Rusk PD is leading the investigation. Sheriff Dixon says he has spoken with the Blunt family and emphasized that anyone with information should come forward. City of Tyler is moving forward with plans for a new boutique hotel downtown. Council members approved updated economic incentive agreements last week for the Blackstone Hotel project, a $47 million investment planned at Broadway and Ferguson. The deal is performance-based, meaning incentives only kick in once construction, job creation, and operations goals are met. City leaders say the project will boost the local economy and bring new life to the heart of Tyler. Bundle up as you get ready to head out this morning. Ooh, it's cold out there, Joel.
It certainly is, and we do have a weather impact alert in place this morning for those sub-freezing temperatures here across the area until 9 o'clock this morning, several hours of it. Definitely going to want to make sure you leave those faucets dripping a little bit and make sure also to bring your pets inside and those plants inside. And of course, you definitely want to make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. Temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s this afternoon as we continue into today. Lots of sunshine overhead. We'll start to see a little bit more cloud cover into Tuesday. Some of those clouds will eventually become rain showers for the first half of Wednesday and possibly into the first half of Thursday as well. You can see it on your 7-day forecast. Temperatures climbing back into the 60s and 70s.
Welcome back to Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus. This is what's coming up in our second half hour. For the second time this year, Rusk Police Chief is on leave. City officials cite confidential personnel matters, the latest just ahead. And Texas reports its first avian flu case of the year with a commercial poultry facility quarantined. Officials are urging biosecurity and caution. More details on that coming up.
We got our coldest air mass of the season leading into our weather impact alert for this morning. Warmer temperatures are, however, on the way. Heading into the later parts of this week with some rain chances. We'll take a look at that 7-day forecast coming up later this half hour.
Together, we're putting East Texas first. You're watching Morning Yo on CBS 19 Plus.
Good morning, y'all. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dana Dixon. Jesus Martinez is on assignment. We're so glad you're with us for CBS 19 Plus. Well, police say they are still trying to bring justice to the shooter who left 2 dead and 9 injured at Brown University over the weekend. And they say they detained someone identified as a person of interest, but have now released him. The Providence, Rhode Island mayor says sheltering in place is no longer necessary. Amy Kiley reports on the ongoing investigation.
Sometimes you head in one direction and then you have to regroup and go in another.
Police say someone who was a person of interest in connection to a mass shooting at Brown University is going free. They say they don't have enough evidence to keep him detained or to prosecute him. The Providence, Rhode Island police chief says authorities continue to investigate and
continue to do the work that we need to do to bring this person who's responsible to justice.
2 students are dead and 9 are injured after a shooter opened fire in a Brown classroom over the weekend.
In times of sadness and sorrow.
Community members are grieving, including with a vigil last night.
I was 15 years old when I was shot at my school, and I wasn't able to attend the vigil after the shooting. And, being here to support my community in any way I can is important to me.
This is an epidemic that's flooding our country, and to have it come so close to home is really, really hard to see.
While mourners remember the victims, witnesses remember the lockdown and shooting. This video shows students hiding in the library.
Police! Police! Providence police! Hands!
Until law enforcement found them. Others were in the room with the shooter.
The first couple gunshots went straight to the chalkboard, exactly where I was standing.
For CBS 19, I'm Amy Kiley.
Homicide investigators are on the scene this morning in California after the bodies of 2 people were found inside the Los Angeles home of filmmaker Rob Reiner. Sources and the family confirm it was Reiner and his wife. In a news conference overnight, police would not confirm the identity of those bodies and said they would not give any details surrounding the deaths until the investigation moves further along. Authorities say investigators are questioning neighbors as they await a warrant to fully search the property.
It's a death investigation. If it's determined to be a crime, we will seek the suspect. We will bring them to justice. There's been no reports from the neighbors regarding hearing anything or seeing anything that we can release to the public.
The Reiner family has released a statement saying in part that it was with profound sorrow that we announced the tragic passing of Michelle and Rob Reiner. We are heartbroken by the sudden loss and we ask for privacy during this unbelievably difficult time. Reiner directed dozens of iconic films, including This Is Spinal Tap, The Princess Bride, Misery, and When Harry Met Sally, which is where Reiner met his wife, Michelle. For the second time this year, the city of Rusk has placed Police Chief Scott Hegney on administrative leave. City Manager Bob Goldsberry says the move is tied to an internal personnel matter, but officials are not sharing details, citing confidential employment information. Sergeant Jeremy Farmer is handling the day-to-day operations of the Rusk Police Department, with Goldsberry serving as acting chief while the investigation continues. The city stresses that no determination of wrongdoing has been made and all legally required procedures are being followed. There's no timeline on how long this new leave could last.
The police force and the staff that he has gotten developed here are very capable people, and nothing is going to miss a beat. Everything is going to go just like it always has.
This comes as Rusk police continue searching for 57-year-old James David Blunt, who's been missing since December 2nd. His vehicle was found near the Neches River on Highway 84, and Blunt's family is now offering a $25,000 reward for information to him being found.
The investigation is still ongoing. It's in its early stages, and my heart hurts for the family. I would never wish this on anybody. we are working as hard and as fast as we can to get the information pulled together as fast as we can.
Now, in a statement, Cherokee County Sheriff Brent Dixon says his office is assisting where needed, but Rusk PD is leading the investigation and directing all tips to their department. Sheriff Dixon says he has spoken with the Blunt family and emphasizes that anyone with information should come forward. Two Texas Democrats running for the U.S. Senate are staying busy on the campaign trail. In Austin, James Tallarico made several stops, including speaking with people during morning services at Central Presbyterian Church over the weekend. Meanwhile, Jasmine Crockett made a campaign stop in Houston.
And I know that they say, have a happy holiday. And every year, I swear, I sincerely try. Oh, but Christmas, it always makes me cry. Some of us may be feeling that sadness this holiday season. Given everything that's happening in our country and in our world, many of us are feeling a deep sadness.
Tallarico and Crockett are vying for the seat currently held by Republican U.S. Senator John Cornyn. State and federal officials have confirmed the first case of highly pathogenic avian influenza in a Texas commercial poultry facility this year. The virus was detected in a commercial poultry flock in Shelby County. Officials with the Texas Animal Health Commission and the U.S. Department of Agriculture confirmed the case after samples tested positive earlier this month. The affected facility has been quarantined and surveillance is underway in surrounding areas to prevent further spread. And all Texas poultry producers should follow animal health considerations based on TAHC recommendations and report sudden bird illnesses or deaths. They also say to practice strong biosecurity with all poultry, limit contact between domestic and wild birds, wash hands, and avoid visiting other animal facilities. Prosecutors in Austin are taking new steps to clear the names of 4 men who were wrongfully accused in the infamous yogurt shop murders. One of the men who was charged for the 1991 murders was Michael Scott. He served nearly 10 years in prison for the crime, but his case was later overturned. Kelsey Sanchez spoke to Scott's attorney, who says his client is relieved to hear that he will soon be exonerated.
Attorney Tony Diaz says the reality of his client's name being cleared after being wrongfully accused in a quadruple murder is a long time coming.
Well, I think it's a very good thing. It's a little late in coming, but, we'll accept it.
Diaz has represented Michael Scott since 1999. Scott is one of the 4 men arrested and charged in the 1991 gruesome yogurt shop murders, where Amy Ayers, Eliza Thomas, and sisters Jennifer and Sarah Harbison were killed. On Thursday, 3 months after Austin police announced who the real killer was, the Travis County District Attorney's Office filed a motion to start the exoneration process.
Mike Scott is relieved, and he always expresses similar things to me, that he wants to see if he can make changes in the law by processing his case in a way that maybe the legislature can fix some of the problems that created his nightmare, his life in hell, so to speak.
In a statement, DA Jose Garza said, quote, 34 years is too long for anyone to have to wait for the criminal legal process to be over. Diaz says he's been around to witness all the heartache and accusations thrown at Scott.
It's very difficult for me to talk about it, but I can't do it. I can just say this. Nobody would want to be in their shoes.
KVUE asked Diaz how he thinks he'll feel once the whole legal process is over.
I feel liberated because I've been telling folks this for many, many years, and it was falling on deaf ears in terms of the authorities that had the power to make decisions.
Decisions that he hopes have powerful impacts for future defendants who may go through similar situations.
In September, cold case detectives identified Robert Brashers as the likely killer after advanced DNA testing and a fresh look at ballistics. He died by suicide during a police standoff in 1999. You can stay connected to what's happening across the Lone Star State with Texas News Now, your daily statewide newscast. It has the top headlines, the stories that matter to you and weather from every corner of Texas. Catch Texas News Now streaming weekdays at 11 a.m. or anytime on demand. Only here on CBS 19 Plus. Download the app for free on your smart TV. Well, the city of Tyler is moving forward with plans for a new boutique hotel downtown. Council members approved updated economic incentive agreements last week for the Blackstone Hotel project, a $47 million investment planned at Broadway and Ferguson. The deal is performance-based, meaning incentives only kick in once construction, job creation, and operations goals are met. City leaders say the project will boost the local economy and bring new life to the heart of Tyler. The holidays are shining bright in Tyler right now. Twinkling lights, seasonal magic, and some festive fun returning to the Tyler Rose Garden. Holiday lights at the Tyler Rose Garden are now open. The community can view those holiday lights every night from 5 to 8 p.m. and enjoy the festive displays in the atrium and throughout the gardens. The display runs now through New Year's Eve, but the city is reminding everyone that the garden will be closed December 25th and 26th for Christmas. And here's another way to get in the Christmas spirit. Families visiting the Caldwell Zoo this month can enjoy a new holiday-themed event on weekends featuring live choir performances and visits from Santa Claus. Zoo officials say the event is aimed at giving families another reason to visit during the holidays. Festive decorations are also on display in select areas, and visitors can also take part in the zoo's annual Animal Enrichment Tree, which supports the animals through donated items. There is so much to see and do around East Texas this holiday season, so we've gathered all the best local events to help you celebrate. For a full list of those events, just text the word holidays to 903-600-2600, and we will send that list straight to your phone. Well, the best gift this holiday season may be worth more than $1 billion. Tonight's Powerball jackpot is now worth $1.1 billion. Can you believe it? That's a lot, right? And it could go even higher because of ticket sales. The cash value is now more than $500 million, and there hasn't been a winner since September the 6th. That's a while, when a Texas and a Missouri, someone in Missouri split that ticket prize. Not too bad.
Wow. That's some high numbers there.
You got to play to win, though.
Yeah, that's right.
I always forget to play. That's the problem.
Got to play to win.
All right, Pinterest is predicting the hottest trends for 2026, and they're all about fun and adventure. First up, Gimme Gummy, with everything from phone cases to nail art going squishy and bendy to satisfy Gen Z and millennial tactile cravings. And then there's Funhouse. That's a circus-inspired home decor trend featuring bold stripes and playful, clownish charm. Okay. And for travelers, Darecations are on the rise. Adrenaline-filled vacations like river rafting through Class 5 rapids, appealing to the thrill seeker in the young generations. Are you into any of those holiday trends?
I would say I'm going to stick with roller coasters.
Yeah.
I thought like, oh, skydiving maybe, but
you really did.
Yeah, I had a thought for like 0.1 seconds.
Thought went away.
That thought went away pretty quick.
Yeah, I have no interest in skydiving. Yeah, I get it. The current generations are all into how things feel and the sounds and the
the ASMR and
Yeah.
the fidget toys. I remember when I was in high school, it was all about the fidget spinners.
I don't know if it really worked, but certainly a lot of us bought them.
It was fun.
All right, check this out. Social media isn't just for the young anymore. Meet 76-year-old Sue Bell Robbins from Palm Beach, who is being dubbed a silver influencer. She is gaining hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok and Instagram. Robbins is part of a growing trend of older adults finding a huge following on social media, from fashion tips to positivity. Sue Bell is inspiring people of all ages, proving that creativity and confidence don't have an age limit, and that a little authenticity can also go a long way online. Yeah, why wouldn't there be representation, you know?
Right, and just goes to show anybody could do it.
Because I like to watch videos on like hair and makeup. I'm a girl. I like to do those things.
Sure.
But they're all young.
Right, they're all young.
So you
got to
need to
represent
see
more age groups, you know.
What works for them may not necessarily work for us as we age a little bit.
That's true. There
and
you go.
And you like to see yourself, you know? So
yeah, absolutely.
I say do it.
I agree.
A simple Facebook post turned into an overwhelming show of appreciation for Dave Bellis, a 76-year-old crossing guard in Minnesota. Every school day, Bellis stands in freezing cold, keeping those students safe. He's bundled up there, as you can see. Parents and students responded with cold weather gear, gift cards, and even donated a snowblower to him. Humbled by the outpouring, Bellis says that he is just glad to help, but the community's gratitude shows just how much he means to them. That's gotta feel
so
good.
sweet. That is so sweet. And yeah, it's definitely colder up there. That's
Definitely.
For sure.
I mean, we're cold today, but that probably is nothing to him. He wouldn't have the big coat on that day.
Right. Yeah. As long as you're dressing appropriately, you can handle it for
So
sure.
we've got, what, about an hour and some change left in the weather impact alert for today because of the freezing temperatures.
Yeah, so I would say, a little over an hour and a half we'll probably be out of the freezing temperature range, but for the time being, we'll still be pretty cold, and even after that, still pretty cold, but we won't be in that hard freeze like we're in right now, hence why we have this weather impact alert this morning. Coldest temperatures so far this season, definitely going to need an extra layer this morning. Warm up your car as well. Pets, people, plants, and pipes all need to be taken care of. So again, if you haven't done so already, make sure to at least let your faucets drip a little bit. Moving water is far less likely to freeze than still water. Now we do have blue skies out there at our Roberts and Roberts Cam, looking north on Broadway this morning. 28 degrees is that current temperature with a feels like of 23 degrees. 12 is that dew point, which means we are crazy dry, and that's really allowed things to cool down on top of course, the clear skies as well. East winds right now 5 miles per hour. Temperatures across the area are down to 27 in Winona. We got 28 in Douglas, 25 in Kilgore, in Longview, 24 in White Oak, and 24 degrees in Hallsville. Further to the south, Alto at 26, Nacogdoches also at 26, Chirino at 26, and Kennard also at 27. A very cold start to the day. And over the next 12 hours here, we will finally escape the upper 20s and we'll make our way into the 40s and 50s for this afternoon. And lots of sunshine also going to be holding steady. And we're going to be moving into more of a cloudy pattern and eventually transitioning into some rain showers into Wednesday morning. I'll show you what we know so far coming up in your full forecast.
Sounds good. Thank you, Joel. Well, it's the season of giving, but some popular gifts could put kids at risk. From button batteries to high-tech toys. Up next, what pediatric experts say you should avoid buying. December is National Safe Toys and Gifts Month, and experts are urging everyone to give gifts that are safe for young children, as some toys pose a danger. Mandy Gaither has more on what to think about as you shop for presents this holiday season.
It's the season of giving, but experts say some gifts can come at a dangerous price.
Each parent has 2 eyes and a lot of things to do, and things happen quickly.
Dr. Maureen Aumann with Cleveland Clinic says if you're buying gifts for young children, the first thing to stay away from is anything that has a button battery in it.
Kids can swallow those and the parents don't really realize it.
If the gift must have a battery, Aumann recommends only buying ones that need a screwdriver to be opened. Next, avoid toys using artificial intelligence.
Apparently there's some toys that have AI features that will have conversations with the child, and this could obviously be very
dangerous. Almond says she also sees a lot of injuries from motorized vehicles like electric scooters or bikes, so she urges caution if these are on your child's list. It is better, even though it's not flashy and doesn't seem super exciting, to get kids things that don't have all the bells and whistles, like books, puzzles, board games, things that make them use their muscles. Finally, Almond says to avoid giving young children toys with small parts or anything that can break off. A general rule of thumb is if the toy or a part of the toy that comes off fits through a toilet paper roll, that's too small for small children. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, every gift tells a story. Some make us smile in the moment. Others stay with us for a lifetime, from handwritten notes to unexpected gestures. These are the gifts that shape our memories and then connect us to the people who matter the most. So we want to know, what's the most meaningful gift that you've ever received?
I was saving this one, but I got a car last year.
You got a car for Christmas?
I did. Well, it was a little bit before Christmas, but yes.
I see all those commercials of, with the big bow on the car.
That's where it was. That's what was on it.
You had that? Mm-hmm. I always wanted that experience.
Yeah, it was
didn't happen,
really cool.
But I'm thankful nonetheless. For me, definitely it was getting the puppies for Christmas and giving a puppy. But
that is sweet.
I do remember as a child getting a bike, my first bike for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And that sitting with me forever.
Aw.
I think my kids loved it too.
The first thing I ever asked for Christmas was a red scooter, and I got it. I was 3
it?
years old. I remember that. Yep.
Hopefully you were safe on it, and it came with the helmet.
I think it had a helmet. I mean, it was really small, like one of those plastic ones.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it wasn't like a Razor scooter at all. But
I know I loved getting baby dolls for Christmas and things like that, but I can honestly say it's so much better as a parent to give the gifts and watch just how excited they are when they open all the toys. I miss those days where they had that perfect toy on their list that they wanted.
And they just play it for hours.
Now it's just clothes and technology. So a little different, but
a little different.
They did love when they got Millie for Christmas 2 years ago. There were tears shed for sure.
Oh, that's sweet.
All right, we're about to step away for a moment while we break into our over-the-air broadcast with a news update. We will be right back here on CBS 19 Plus, but first, a little bit of weather for you.
Let's do it. And then we got a weather impact alert this morning until 9 o'clock. Several hours of below freezing temperatures. Pipes can burst under these freezing temperatures. So again, you want to make sure you are leaving your faucets dripping and bringing yourself inside. Of course, bundle up if you have to go outside. Of course, your pets and the plants definitely need to go inside as well. Temperatures over the next few hours will reach the upper 40s to low 50s. Lots of sunshine for today. Rain chances will head into the forecast as we move into, especially on Wednesday. Could expect maybe a couple of sprinkles for Tuesday, but for the first half of Wednesday could have some scattered showers and possibly into Thursday as well before we dry out completely through this weekend. Future skycasts showing plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the upper 40s to low 50s. Clouds will continue to move in through the day on Tuesday and eventually transition into rain showers for the first half of Wednesday. Second half of Wednesday features lots of clouds, maybe a couple of sprinkles, and temperatures in the low to mid 60s. More rain will be on the way for Thursday morning as well. Rainfall over the next 7 days will feature at least around 1/10 of an inch. It's not really going to be all that much, but all of us will have at least a chance to see a little bit of rainfall here across the area, and you can see it on your 7-day forecast. Now, alongside those rain chances also comes the warming temperatures as the winds eventually shift in from the south. We'll see temperatures in the middle 60s by Wednesday, low 70s by Thursday. A brief cold front swings through on Friday, bring our temperatures down into the 60s before rebounding back to the 70s on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be right back.
Good morning, y'all. I'm Dana Dixon. Thanks for being with us for this news update. New court dates have been set for an East Texas man on death row. Robert Robertson's execution was stayed after his lawyers filed documents challenging the evidence used against him. The state has until February to respond, and a judge will review the filings on February 27th to decide if a full evidentiary hearing is needed. Robertson, who's been on death row since 2003 for the death of his 2-year-old daughter, Nikki, maintains his innocence. His lawyers say she died from pneumonia, while prosecutors say her death was the result of child abuse-related injuries. In the wake of the deadly anti-Semitic terror attack that killed at least 15 people in Australia, Rabbi Neil Katz of Congregation Bethel says the tragedy is a reminder of the importance of unity, family, and keeping faith alive during Hanukkah.
The story is unfortunately familiar to the Jewish community. And what should be a night of joy and celebration turns into another moment of communal heartache. So it's a mix of emotions, and all I care about right now is sending love to the families of the victims and the wounded.
Rabbi Katz says that during this year's Hanukkah celebration, the Jewish community is focusing on resilience, faith, and strength in the face of tragedy. State and federal officials have confirmed the first case of highly pathogenic avian influenza in a Texas commercial poultry facility this year. The virus was detected in Shelby County. Officials with the Texas Animal Health Commission and the U.S. Department of Agriculture confirmed the case after samples tested positive earlier this month. The affected facility has been quarantined, and surveillance is underway in surrounding areas to prevent further spread. Tough news this morning for Patrick Mahomes and all the fans of the former White House quarterback. The Chiefs QB tore his ACL while scrambling out of the pocket and being tackled by Deshaun Hand. Now, this happened in the fourth quarter of the Chargers-Chiefs game. According to the NFL, Mahomes and the team are currently exploring surgical options. The Chiefs lost the game and were officially eliminated from playoff contention. Let's get a check now of your forecast, Joel.
Well, we got blue skies out there, but some sub-freezing temperatures as we head into the rest of this morning. We do have a weather impact alert in place until 9 o'clock. Once we get to that point, we'll be just above freezing, and this weather impact alert will be allowed to expire. Definitely want to make sure you are taking care of yourself, your plants, and your pets, and also leave those faucets dripping as well as you head out this morning. Temperatures will aim for the upper 40s to low 50s. Still plenty of sunshine to work with for today. You can see it on your future skycast, and as we continue into the rest of today and into tomorrow, we'll move into a cloudy sky pattern, and we'll eventually see the chance for some rain heading into the early parts of Wednesday and potentially into the early parts of Thursday as well. Winds now shifting out of the south. Temperatures in the 60s, 70s, back down to the 60s. A little bit of a speed bump there. And then for this weekend, expect temperatures in the middle 70s.
News before you go this morning. Some tough one for Patrick Mahomes and all his fans of the former White House quarterback. Mahomes tore his ACL while scrambling out of the pocket and being tackled by Deshaun Hand in the Chiefs game yesterday. Now, this happened in the fourth quarter of the Chargers-Chiefs game. According to the NFL, Mahomes and the team are currently exploring surgical options right now. The Chiefs lost this game and were officially eliminated from playoff contention. State and federal officials have confirmed the first case of highly pathogenic avian influenza in a Texas commercial poultry flock this year. The Shelby County facility has been quarantined and surveillance is underway. Officials urge all Texas poultry producers to follow strict biosecurity measures to prevent further spread. And House Republicans are fast-tracking a health care plan with a possible vote as soon as tomorrow. This move comes as tax credits helping more than 20 million Americans pay for insurance are set to expire at the end of the month. The GOP plan would not extend the credits, though an amendment could allow them to continue on temporarily. A final check of your weather before we head out.
Yeah, for sure. We do have some much colder temperatures out there here across the area and across much of the United States. Big area of high pressure off to the north. We had that cold front swing through this past weekend, and temperatures really started to fall yesterday and especially into this morning. Temperatures in Louisville and Chicago down to 9 degrees, 17 in Memphis, 29 in Dallas. As we take a little bit of a closer look, you're heading out the door with temperatures still in the middle to upper 20s. 29 the current temperature in Tyler, 26 in Jacksonville, 26 in Henderson, and also 27 degrees in Nacogdoches. And thankfully this afternoon we're set to be a lot warmer. We'll be in the low to mid 50s. That weather impact alert expiring eventually at 9 o'clock this morning as those temperatures go above freezing. And we'll make a run for the 70s by Thursday with a chance of rain Wednesday and Thursday morning.
All right, thank you. Well, a mink at Michigan's John Ball Zoo enjoyed a snow day over the weekend, running around and digging through the fresh dusting in her exposure. Very quick. Footage from the John Ball Zoo shows Artemis blending in with her surroundings. There you can see her, kind of. You see?
Oh.
So cute.
Blends in.
Fun fact, minks are built for cold weather, and her white fur gives her the perfect camouflage as she explores the winter wonderland. You almost can't see her when she's hiding in her little enclosure.
Yeah, basically just, and also just kind of blending in with the snow a little bit. Well, perfect climate for, that kind of animal up in Michigan, especially right now.
She doesn't seem bothered by just how cold it is.
No, yeah.
I was bothered yesterday by the blistering winds. I was like, man, this is cold.
Yeah, that's what really makes it worse too. The winds. That's luckily lighter winds for today.
But do stay bundled up nonetheless.
For sure.
Thanks so much for continuing your day with us here on Morning Y'all on CBS 19 Plus. Catch the noon show, which will be coming up in just a bit. And keep it here for the latest news and weather throughout the day. Here is a look at what's coming up. We hope you have a good morning, and we'll see you tomorrow, dark and early.